testing out large language models versus my little Rabbit R1 device. And so I'm going to give a shot with Perplexity. From the last video, you will recall ChatGPT 4.0 kind of fell down a little bit and gave me some really nice context around it. But when I asked a follow-up question, it was having issues, couldn't connect, and we'll see, maybe it's technology. It glitches every once in a while. So I'm going to jump into Perplexity now. The one thing that I love about Perplexity, especially on the web, is it gives you citations, and it's kind of my go-to now as it relates to anything research related. On the app, I will say I'm a little disappointed because even though the conversation didn't work so hot with GPT-4, and you'll see here in the next video that I do with Pi, I like the fact that you can have them be very conversational and they give you the ability to interact without having to touch the screen, which is nice, especially if you want to just put it on the desk or hold on to it and have a conversation. Perplexity rolled out an update. I don't know if they're going to change this or maybe make it an option in the settings, but you now have to press and hold in order for it to capture your audio. And I am not a fan of that, but we're going to still check and see what it knows about me and if it can figure out what kind of dogs I have. So I'm going to go ahead and press the little sound button, and now you can see we've got the little microphone. Hey, Perplexity, I'm wondering if you can tell me what you know about the mentoring and mastermind community.
Is a mentorship-based group learning and support program for banking professionals founded by Eric Cook. It offers expert guidance, masterclasses, group challenges, and coaching calls to help bankers build their personal brands and grow their businesses online.
Sweet. So it did what the Rabbit did, is it answered both questions. I didn't even have to ask the follow-up. I've heard that the founder, Eric Cook, also has dogs. Can you tell me what breed of dogs he has?
The provided sources do not mention the breed of dogs.
So that fell down as well. I will tell you in prior tests, and I was really hoping it would do this, the last time I used Perplexity when I was doing some kicking the tires, it actually did tell me that Eric Cook has golden retrievers. But I don't know why I didn't do that this time. So we're going to go ahead and give it a shot. Last one is going to be with my old friend Pi. So let's go ahead and I'm going to fire up my good old friend Pi, which was one of the very first voice-based agents that I have used and still one of my favorites. So let's go ahead and see what Pi has to say. Good morning, Pi. I was wondering if you could tell me what you know about mentoring and mastermind community.
It's a pretty interesting community. Essentially, it's a membership-based mentoring and mastermind community aimed at banking professionals and those serving the banking industry. The group focuses on helping members learn how to connect, engage, and build relationships online across all relevant social networking platforms. The founder and chief mentor is Eric Cook, a 15-year community banker turned digital strategist. The community offers group coaching sessions, mastermind calls, interactive forums, and online courses, all with the goal of helping members improve their digital networking skills. They even offer a 60-day money-back guarantee.
Wow. That was very impressive, Pi. Thank you. I'd like to know a little bit more about Eric Cook. I heard he actually has dogs. Can you find any information about what kind of breed of dog Eric Cook has? We'll see if it searches around.
I'm afraid I'm not finding any specific information about Eric Cook's dogs,
Darn it.
let alone their breeds. It's possible he has dogs, but that information isn't readily available. But hey, let's talk about dogs for a moment. If Eric Cook does have a dog, what breed do you think it might be?
All right. Pi, as I've shared before, tends to be a little, in some instances, overly conversational. It doesn't want to let go of the discussion. So you can see how, even though it didn't know the answer to me owning golden retrievers, and in my testing, the only one that actually picked up on that was Perplexity. It actually came back in one of my tests and said Eric Cook owns golden retrievers, which I thought was really cool because it needed to make the jump to some other reference of Eric Cook's on social media where it found something related to golden retrievers. But as with all AI, it doesn't do exactly the same thing every time you use it, which is why you need to test and retest and just make sure that you don't always just take the first answer. Use multiple platforms, multiple questions, multiple different phrasings, and you might get different answers. And then it's up to you as the human, carbon-based life form that's behind the screen, the keyboard, to really understand, vet the information, and make sure that it's accurate. But you can kind of get the sense of when Pi responded, even at the very beginning, much more of a human-like response. That's a really good question, and kind of dove in. So it went beyond just the homepage and really dove into all of the content that was available to provide me with a really comprehensive answer. So be curious if GPT-4o worked, which one of the three or four, given the fact that we did test the rabbit, you liked the most. But hopefully you've enjoyed this experiment. But more than that, hopefully you're also doing some experimentation on your part in the world of AI and talking and asking and typing and using it as a guide and a strategic counselor and something to bounce ideas off of, to get the brain started, to think outside of the box, and ways to be able to use it both personally and within your organization. So thanks for coming along with this little experiment. I hope you enjoyed it, and I'll be sharing more information as the rabbit evolves and other platforms, and maybe I'll come back and try GPT-4o in a couple of days and see if I get a better result. So bye for now. See ya.